Turn your phone while you're alive. While you're alive. While you're alive. Why? Why do I have to? Oh, take your phone while you're alive. Wait a sec. Something's wrong. There. Sometimes I get stuck. Sometimes I'm stuck. See? Hi. Will you be my friend till the end? I'm your worst nightmare. Gone bad. I'm in a weird mood. Be in a weird mood with me. Or I'll show up in your backyard with this stick. I'm kidding. The voices in my head told me to say that. We haven't gotten to know me very well yet, but it's a work in progress. Hi. I already said that. Can't you say hi back? Do I not amuse you? Do I not amuse you? Is there something wrong with me? I got my eye on you. Each, every one of you in there. Oh no! What happened? Oh no! You saw my curtains. You can do tricks, you know. Tricks. All for kids. Do you even make that anymore? Tricks? I got something in my teeth. Do I have something in my teeth? I got my lip itchy. Got my lip itchy. That's it. Ham it up. Ham it up. Laugh it up, fuzzball. Uh-oh. I'm okay. I am. No, I'm okay. Just skip my medication. Nothing big. I get back on track. Maybe. You want to go to the depths? My soul. Do you want to step inside and walk this way? You and me, babe. Aye, aye. What? What? did you say? Welcome to the revolution. Peekaboo. It's 2:45 in the a.m. I'm burning the midnight oil at both ends. Burning that motherfucking counter at both ends. I didn't know why. Money penny. I wanted to loosen that bow and we get to know each other. Tonight the vampires and the ghouls come out to play. See, it happens every night. Every Friday and Saturday night. I'm excited. I won't let him go. This is my friend Sally. Me and Sally are good friends. I also call Sally my whack bunk. Maybe. Let's get serious, okay? Let's get serious. Nah, I didn't want to. I'm in too much of a goddamn freaking good mood. Came home. Got home late. I got home like 25 to 12. Almost midnight. No, yeah, 10 to 12. Got home. Man, oh man, gone all day. And I knew we were going to be gone all day. I knew we were going to be at the hospital all day. And it wasn't what we were expecting. It wasn't the best news. And that got my mom upset. And you don't like seeing family members getting upset. That's why I went live. That's why I had to go live in my last video. And talk about the downs and downs and downs. And negative crap that has been brought on for 200 years. Murdered and missing Indigenous women and residential school survivors. And the toll that's been taken on my family, myself and my mother, and my auntie, a well-respected elder in the Native community, pipe carrier, and why there's no groups, supports out there for the Indigenous elders across Canada and the volunteers that have helped with the murdered and missing and the residential school survivors. Because, again, I'm going to put this word out there, the Canadian government, the Manitoba government has just shown that they're racist towards the Indigenous community, not only in Winnipeg, but around Manitoba. Because we had the audacity to bring our arms up and protest, which is our God-given right. Because our Indigenous rights have been infringed on. Why I always say Indigenous rights don't matter. Why it's important that we put on sharing circles, pipe ceremonies, powwows, organize a powwow, organize a pipe ceremony, organize a sweat for all those tireless volunteers and Indigenous elders across Canada that helped with the murdered and missing and with the residential school survivors, because they're suffering. I'm not kidding. I am very serious. Please, brothers and sisters, pass this on. Because this has fallen on deaf ears. All that negative bullshit of the residential school survivors, all that negative bullshit about the murdered and missing Indigenous women, all that has affected those volunteers and elders across Canada, including my auntie. And her name's Velma Orvis. And those elders, including Velma Orvis, including the volunteers, need our help. And we have to start within. We have to organize together. Pipe ceremonies, smudges, sweat lodges, powwows, protests. I want to send that message out to each and every one of you, and send a message out to the world that we haven't forgotten the volunteers. We haven't forgotten the elders across Canada and the volunteers of the murdered and missing Indigenous women and residential school survivors. You are not forgotten. The Canadian government has forgotten you. The Canadian government has forgotten us. Mental health doesn't give a shit about us. But those volunteers and those elders across Canada need our help. I'm not messing around here. I'm not goofing off here. We need to pass the word and get that word out there. I have no idea. I have ideas in my head that need to come to fruition. Pipe ceremonies, sweat lodges, rallies, protests, groups, powwows. All that needs to be thrown into the mix, thrown into the hat, and something has to come out of it. If not all of them. You know, when you shut down Portage-Maine this last week, we need to do that. I'm going on YouTube. I'm going to pass the same message on to YouTube to my brothers and sisters. Our elders need us. They taught us. They taught us respect and honor, and we have to honor that by helping them, because they can't help themselves. They are hurting, and it's giving them cancer, and we can't allow that to happen, not to our elders. Because the Manitoba government, the Canadian government has left us behind, and we have to fend for ourselves. Especially when you have a racist premier like Palliser. And it's not even about that clown. It's about our elders, about our volunteers. We have to rally. We have to protest. We have to shut down Portage-Maine, put on a pipe ceremony, put on smudges, put on a sweat lodge, put on a powwow to get the word out that those tireless volunteers and those elders are not forgotten, because they're slowly slipping through the cracks. My name is Philip Holmes. I am from Patch.com. And I am in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Please don't let the eyes fool you. Please don't let me think that I'm joking you and I'm putting you on. I'm not. I'm being very serious. The elders and volunteers need our help, and we need to act. We need to talk to somebody who can organize. We need to talk to somebody who can organize a march, organize a protest, organize a sweat, a pipe ceremony, a powwow. All of that needs to come to light. It needs to come to light in the next 2 months. I know we need to protest. I know we need to protest about the oil pipeline. I know they're infringing on our rights, but we also have to think about our elders. I have nothing but the utmost respect for the ones who are protesting for the oil pipeline and that are against it. Thank you very much for your time.